Hello students, in this video of ours, we are going to learn about phylum chordata. Now this is the phylum which has been subdivided into subphylums and then to various classes as well. So this phylum is the major phylum which is consisting of all the organisms which are having notochord on the dorsal side of their body, and presence of notochord is the characteristic feature of this phylum chordata, and this is the characteristic which distinguished these organisms from the organisms of non-chordata, because in non-chordata the notochord is not present, whereas in chordata the notochord is present at some stage of the life cycle. There are organisms which are not having this notochord throughout their life cycle, but at some stage of their life they are having this notochord. So they are also tapped into this phylum chordata. So phylum chordata. Phylum chordata these are the animals which show the presence of cartilaginous notochord, because presence of notochord is the main character which these organisms are showing. So these animals, they are having notochord at least in early embryonic life. Even if the notochord is not present throughout their life cycle, the notochord is existing in the early embryonic life. So these organisms are also kept in the phylum chordata. The second characteristic feature of phylum chordata is presence of gill slits in the pharyngeal region. So this is another peculiar character of phylum chordata. Then there is a presence of hollow dorsal nerve cord also. Hollow dorsal nerve cord is also running through the body length. So this is the third peculiar feature of phylum chordata. Animals which have a notochord but do not have vertebral column, they are called invertebrate chordates. Now the chordates can be divided into invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates are the chordates where the notochord is present, but this notochord is not, the vertebral column is not present. So they are called invertebrates. And when this vertebral column is present, then they are called vertebrata or vertebrates. So invertebrate chordates are the link between non-chordates and vertebrates. Till now, what phylums we have discussed? All 10 phylums, starting from Porifera to Hemichordata. All these 10 phylums are non-chordates. And now we are discussing the phylum chordata, and this phylum chordata is having invertebrates as well as vertebrates. Invertebrates are the chordates which are linked between non-chordate and chordate, because these invertebrates, they are having notochord, but they are not having vertebral column. And these invertebrates are cephalochordates and urochordates. See, the phylum chordata can be divided into three subphylums: Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. So, Urochordata and Cephalochordata, they are the invertebrates which are the connecting link between non-chordates and chordates. These are, they are also called cunicates. Cunicata. Body is soft and covered by a covering called a test, which is made up of tunicin. And because of this tunicin cellulose, they are called cunicata. So their body is soft and it is covered by a covering which is made up of the cellulose tunicin. And because of this covering, they are also called tunicata or tunicates. Notochord is present only in the tail of the larvae. That means notochord is not present throughout their life cycle. That means adult is not having the notochord. Only the larval stage is having notochord. and that too only in the portion of the tail. So this notochord is present only in the tail of the larva, and it is lost during metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is the drastic changes which occur from the egg to the adult. These are the intermediary stages. For example, frog. So frog, the egg, from egg to early tadpole, late tadpole, and then the adult frog. So the intermediary stages are there, and this process is called metamorphosis. The morphology is changing during the different stages of the life cycle. So this metamorphosis, during the metamorphosis, the notochord which is present only in the tail, that is lost. Only marine, they are also present only in sea water. The pharynx has many gill slits. Gill slits are present. That is the characteristic feature of the chordata. An example are the Herdmania, Sapla. I will show. See, this is Herdmania. So this is the example of phylum Urochordata. The simple structure, soft-bodied structure, and presence of tunic. That is the peculiar feature of this. That's why they are called tunicata. Now the second subphylum of chordata is Cephalochordata. These Cephalochordata are also called lanceolate. Lanceolates are they are also soft, muscular, unsegmented bodies, and that's why they are called lanceolates. They are small fish-like animals, and not more than 5 centimeters in length. 5 centimeter is also too big for them. They are 2 to 4 centimeter in length, and they are fish-like structures, fish-like animals, and they live partly buried in the soft marine soil. So most of the half of their body, or more than half of their body, lies buried in the marine soil. Notochord here is present throughout the life. That means here the notochord is not only present in the larval form, it is present throughout the life, and it extends in length from anterior portion to the posterior portion. Throughout the body you will find the notochord here. They show chordate characters. What are the chordate characters? Presence of pharyngeal gill slits, tail, dorsal nerve cord. So all these characters which are peculiar of phylum Chordata, they are present in this Cephalochordata. And the example is Amphioxus. So see, this is Amphioxus. So what the notochord is present, nerve cord is present, notochord is present, the whole length of the body, notochord is present, and they are small fish-like structures, and most of the body of their is buried in the marine soil. So only some portion of their body is protruding out of the marine soil. The rest is embedded, the rest is inside that soil only, and they show all peculiar features of chordata, that is pharyngeal slits, gills, the nerve cord, the notochord. Subphylums of chordata, Cephalochordata and Urochordata, they both are the phylums where the vertebral column is not present. Only the notochord is present, and that's why they are called invertebrates. So this